Hey, Craig here. In this video I'm going to be turning my new Saunders Machine Works tooling plate into a pallet system. I'm using 2 dowel pins in the front to make sure this is aligned, and 4 of these modular pit bowl clamps, and that will allow me to do the entire first op, facing, making all the holes. So a quick tip on using the tooling plate if you're doing different setups like this. Like this is for my pallet system. Basically I have all of the specific parts that I need with the bolts shaved down to the specific length for the pallet system, and I basically just keep this box. I'm going to label this pallet system or Pearson pallet system. That just makes it easier to set up later because you have all the hardware that you need to do that setup. I'll do the same thing. I'll put all of these pieces with the shaved down bolts in its own box and label it. I've gotten them all tightened up. I've tightened up the pit bowl clamps. When you tighten these pit bowl clamps, this can tend to move a little bit in relationship to the pins, the dowel pins here. But I got all that set. It's pretty solid there. The beauty about a pallet system is actually the outside edges don't really matter that much. I mean, what matters is that the surface is flat on both sides, because it's being referenced off of the alignment pins that are going to be underneath. Right, just have to pull these 2 pins out here and start machining. The other cool thing about this setup is since these modular pit bowls are actually levitating, or levitating, these modular pit bowls are actually holding the material up off the tooling plate, so you can actually machine right down through it without having to worry about damaging the tooling plate. Okay, I'm going to start off by facing it with the shear hog. The next step is going to be to machine the through hole that's going to be used for the 5/16 tapped hole from the other side. Okay, well, trying to use the 4 flute 3/16 end mill wasn't working. I probably should have just used a drill, so I got a drill loaded up here. I was figuring this was going to be more accurate since I was doing it from the opposite side, but anyways, I've already gotten halfway through, so that was fast. Okay, now I'm going to do the 2 bolt through holes. Okay, that was a little harsh going in, so I stopped it. I don't know if I had picked up some welding, aluminum welding on the end mill on this one. Doesn't seem to be anything on there now. So I'm gonna try this again, see what happens. Okay, well, it was still chip welding. I think I'm just gonna slow it down a little bit. Okay, well, that went a lot smoother, but it took way too long. I don't know, maybe on the next one I will try pre-drilling it to give a place for the chips to evacuate and easier for the material to be removed. Okay, now I'm going to do the roughing for the 2 dowel pins. Okay, well, that was certainly a lot easier going slower. Okay, well, I left it about 10th thou under, but I'm just gonna double check the dowel pin on each operation. It definitely doesn't fit. Alright. Okay, here comes 5 thousandths under. Here's 2 thousandths under. I've slowed it down a little bit. Here's 1 thousandths under. Here's the exact size. Okay, well, it looks like it's almost right there. It's just like, it's like it's trying to go in, but that's probably going to be too tight for trying to use it as a pallet, so I'm gonna I'm going to try going maybe a half a thou over, or maybe a thou over. Okay, here goes 1/1000th over. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, the next thing to do is to chamfer all these holes. Okay, I'm going to chamfer these three like normal, but I'm going to chamfer these dowel pin alignments a little more to help, you know, get them over the pins. Okay, well, it's kind of no turning back now. If I take this off, I'll probably never get it back in exactly the same spot to be able to open these up a little more. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this off and see if it fits. Okay, well, here goes nothing. I haven't tried this yet, so let's see. Normally you would have one round pin and you would have like a diamond pin for a pallet. But hopefully it won't stick too much. Well, hopefully it slips over first, and then I guess we'll see how accurate the tormach is. Whew. Wow, it fits right over. Wow. And it's loose too. Or not loose like it'll bounce around. It doesn't move at all, but it slid right over. Wow, awesome. Well, if you like this video, I'd appreciate the thumbs up. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. If you'd like to subscribe, there should be a subscribe button up on the screen and some other videos you might like to watch. All right?